I am generally of the opinion that I have actually found someone who was legitimately elo boosted without a shadow of a doubt. This guy, Platinum 5, 0 league points, like tier, like League 5 of all tiers, generally the cesspit of where the people who really do not belong there just accumulate. This is probably one of them. I've also sort of some faith in the system of matchmaking that there's generally one Muppet per team. Like in this instance, Blitzcrank starts with a freaking door and shield. It is like, hello. There are no wards at bot, like free kills, free ganks all around on Shaco, the person who you really don't want to give free kills to. And all you want to do is ward up, play defensively, and watch him fall off a cliff like a brick. But unfortunately, as you may have guessed from the tone of my voice, it doesn't work out very well. Swain versus nidalee matchup, I am really comfortable with. Right, because there's several things going for you. Like, I just did that trade there, which was she has no real way of fighting you. Like, she can sort of heal her, like, she's healing herself, maybe she has attack speed, but in general, because she lacks any sort of real damage, like, especially post 6 beyond her spears, you can just freely trade with her. So in that one, I used E, and auto-attacked her twice. So E's amplification meant that the auto-attack damage was almost the same as her attack damage, which she put points into. I don't know, but E's was also ticking over, and it meant that I won that trade quite comfortably. But the problem is, right, is if you have a Shaco on your team, if you don't really, there's not even an if about it. If you don't try and set up the lane so that they can gank it, then they're just going to be absolutely useless late game. So you're sort of shoehorned into trying to get them to be useful and therefore set up opportunities in the gank. Now, it's not even really an option to just let's completely hamstring my opponent as by myself, because if you don't try and help Shaco get some relevance, then it's going to be of absolutely no point late game. It's just going to be a 45 at the beginning. But it's like, okay, this is warded, but Shaco could easily jump over any of these walls and use stealth and then hit her repeatedly. But here's the thing, right? Nidalee has left. Nidalee has left lane. I pinged it. Bot fucking realizes that something's up, and Shaco's the only one who doesn't seem to realize that there's something happening at his red. Like, we seem to realize, well, he's not our bloody red, and yet we even ping him, warn him, and I even have time to bloody type this in chat, and what does he do? Nothing. Oh, no, yeah, he does. He dies and gives my lane opponent first blood. It's like, yay! As if this wasn't hard enough already. So in this instance, I managed to catch nidalee, I EQ, Shaco keeps catching spears to the face, but it's sort of what am I meant to do? She technically actually didn't need to flash, but at least no flash is down. Lee Sin tries to make a play, but misses, or Shaco dodges. I think it's probably missing or Shaco dodged. I refuse to believe this guy is capable of any skill whatsoever. And it's like there are no wards here, right? It's 5 minutes 40, right? And there are no wards at bot. Does Shaco gang bot? No, he blamed like us for losing him his red. It's Lee Sin comes to gank, but yeah, I dodged sideways because why the hell not? So, right, they go to lane again, and when they go to lane again, they actually physically tell Shaco they still have no wards. Does Shaco do anything? I don't actually know. He does golems or something, or I don't know. The other problem was Nasus, who was having a bit of a rough time against Akali. And yet, because he's not at the stage where he can just 1v1 or 1v2 or 1v3 whatever you want, anyone he chooses, he has a habit of dying a lot this game. So I get to 6. Nasus tries to take on Akali, and he dies horribly. So Nasus, I'm not so worried about dying so much, because eventually, if it drags on to late game, he will become... He basically becomes also, goes into God mode as well. But, it's like, Shaco finally ganked bot at 7... Did he even manage to gank? You may have noticed that there may have been a bit of a gap, and that is because, well, this particular replay is having a bit of a few issues. And randomly crash and say I can't find spectator data. But as I was saying, it's been finally it's been 7 minutes and Shaco managed to unsuccessfully gank bot. Meanwhile, because he went bot, right, he still managed to take my blue because, you know, you just saw Shaco, your enemy jungler bot, you might as well still blue away from Swain because Swain, I wouldn't say Swain so much needs blue so much as it's a real like ass if he doesn't have it. So I'm like aware Nidalee's running out of mana, but I'm also wondering that like I don't really know because I'm out of wards and I don't want to get ganked because that would just be the worst situation possible. So she's really got first blood. It's just okay, she's gone to get blue, so I'm going to try and shove this as hard as I can, which apparently isn't very hard at all. But she goes back, I go back, because if she stayed there and I managed to get my stuff, then I would have the advantage. I would rip her blue from her corpse. But as it is, I'm going to have to get my blue from ripping her from her corpse. So it's now 9 minutes at bot lane, and there are still no walls there. Shaco managed to get a kill off? Nope. It's like, at this point in time, it really does seem like, okay, they've got a troll as well, but it seems like because it's Blitz, right, in the support role, it's less of an issue. So now we're back to the situation I described, where it really isn't fun when you're in a lane against someone who has blue and you don't. So Graves actually comes and ganks, which is hilarious. But I managed to lock nidalee down and we kill her. And I managed to rip blue from her corpse, which is brilliant. So now that she's dead, I push as hard as I can so she loses the wave. And then I spy the fact that Akali has no wards and is sitting up pretty damn close to Nasus' tower and is just asking to get murdered. So I'll basically slow her down, if not kill her, and then lock her down and kill her that way. Like, free kill, TY. And now Nasus can just AFK farm. No problems. The thing is with Swain is that you can afford to use Ravenfall and heal any like poke yet to the face, but at this point in time it was just slightly disconcerting that Shaco was 0-1 and 0-2 at 11 minutes, and it wasn't as if there were no opportunities bot. Blitzcrank finally gets wards at 11 minutes, and bot lane, only time bot lane died was from their own work. It's just... like, do you want me to say more about the matchup? The matchup is, as soon as nidalee tries to jump in order to like CS, you just put never move on top of her. And I really did not dodge that many spears this game. I don't know. I just, like, I might have been complacent, but the other one was I just didn't care. So I make the play of Flash never moving her, because no matter where she went, I was able to get her. She could have played with Flash out, but then Thresh got the kill. Like, oh dear. There was no need for him to do that, and unfortunately I would rewind this, but I'm afraid the replay will trash me again, which is going to be the trigger. Like, Graves was here, could have easily shot her, I was there, would have killed her anyway, and then Thresh goes and gets her. I was like, she was dead anyway, but I guess from his perspective, it was just in case thing. Okay, main thing is she died. I guess I can't be too mad, but I don't know, it was not really needed, but Leeson jumps on me, like, continue trying to harass me, and I just couldn't care less. I say hi, he loses half his health, and I regain mine. Just, oh well. sometimes I'm really tempted to troll Nidalee and just deliberately catch her spears so she can't last hit with them, but that generally goes a bad way because your mana will bleed far faster than her spears will. But one thing I've noticed is that Nidalee has actually gone for melee, a really weird melee Nidalee build, and not the normal I will just siege and throw spears at you 24/7. So Nidalee goes bot in an attempt to kill, except Fred actually has a clue and walks sideways. And now using the minion line as cover, they manage to run out, which is good enough. But I go and collect the blue, which is fine, and then we go and see whether we can get something done at top, except it's warded this time, so she can't do anything. So I go back to mid, and just continue farming. There's honestly nothing overly exciting here, except the fact that Mace has died. But like I said, I think it's the other one. I'm not sure which part I used. Nasus will eventually become God mode. Just through Q farming. And I'm continually trying to catch Nidalee. I think it's at this time so I'm not really interested in catching spears anymore, but I am wary that there's nowhere really for Lee Sin to go and gank. Like, top's already dead, the only place left is mid. Like, technically he could go bot, but I mean, looking at bot lane, it's sort of, okay, like Ace is 0 and 3 and Graves is 3 and 0. It's just, I really doubt that Lee Sin would have wanted to go into bot lane when his best bet probably be mid, but it turns out in this situation, mid's not the best bet either. It's just the best of two situations, which is either mid or bot. At least mid is one-on-one, and they don't have methods of stopping him getting a kill.
Global team's turret has been destroyed.
So in this case, bot's winning. Our jungle's being useless, and we pretty much carried the Shaker. But it's like, if this is the thing, if Nidalee tries to retaliate, and she's just opening herself up for even more punishment from you. And Akali kills Nasus again. Nasus is 0 and 5. Shaco has no kills. Bot lane is doing like pretty well, but not what I would call like carry status. I mean, Akali's 4 and 1. It's like, okay, Graves might get fed, but that really doesn't mean much if he's a bloody smear on the floor by a fed Akali. So I'm sort of slightly ticking that not only am I going to have to be a sort of, where am I meant to be? Shaco will not put any real pressure on their back line because he is goddamn useless at this stage, or just in general because he's not fed. Nasus might go for them, but he might get focused down because he might be alone, except if I do follow Nasus, then I'm going to be stuck in a situation of who's the hell's going to defend Graves and Akali, because Akali needs to die. Right. Ezreal is not fed, is not going to be much of an issue. Akali is the issue, and it sort of, like, I'm sort of trying to, oh well. Yeah, I'm also now trying to shield Shaco from spears, and I'm wondering why am I trying to help this person. But the problem is if you don't, then you're just going to end up in a situation where if you don't help them and take the Spirit of the Faith, then your enemy gets more gold, and that is not helpful for you in the slightest. So I ping to say that Lisa and Nid are going down. I was not actually aware that Akali was here, but inevitably one of them was going to die. So Graves get the hell out of there. So there's 5 people bot, and all they managed to kill was 1, which I guess is good enough. So they get the hell out. I don't know what the hell Shaco's trying to do. It's like it's 17 minutes past laning phase, and Shaco now gets mobility boost. It's literally either he bought his account or he's trolling us. I kid you not. This is retarded. He's not even really split pushing. He's actually trying to be a normal team member and defend this. It's like, I would much rather have their Blitzcrank than their Shaco, quite frankly, because at least Blitz might accidentally pull the correct person. But Shaco would just be infinitely useless. So in this situation, we're wondering whether we can catch anybody. And a Pingle goes down because Carly's here, but they're not. And we're really wondering what we can do, but it's sort of Nasus is AFK farming top because someone has to deal with him, right? If you leave Nasus alone, then he's just going to Q farm 1,000,005 like AD or something eventually, and all shit will happen when you finally meet him and fight him. So he's been just pushing top. They need at least 1 or 2 people to do that. So the call goes down to take Drake. Except, in this situation, I should have clicked the Lantern and then gone immediately for Blitzcrank. So I sort of tried to, but I never moved. It was on cooldown. I don't know. This was a free kill if I'd actually reacted this sooner. There are not enough Thresh players, right, frankly, because I know why. Thresh players hate the fact nobody understands what they do, but on the same hand, I'm sort of irritated with our Thresh players, so I can't practice with the Lantern plays more. Because I really think they are interesting, but I see these in mid, so I know there's not a danger of getting smited. So I then open up on it. Shaco then goes to take our blue. Then we wonder whether we can pick off Lee Sin, although we are aware that there's no one over here, so it's a really, really last shot in the dark, whether we get it or not. But yeah, nothing's really going to happen. So now nidalee is in a bit of a bad spot, except misses. Except now we're all here, Akali's here, but I can't see Akali, which is really annoying. And it's sort of Graves in the wrong spot and Nasus isn't here, so we're just trying to disengage as best we can. And now Graves is wondering whether he's going to die because they all just waltz past the tower. He had to flash to get away from that, which is fine. And so we basically just all disengaged again. So we sort of lack any real long-range wave clear potential. So we sort of have to siege the tower, especially since Graves on back and not really challenger. Although then Shaco plays catch with the spear and Kali, and lost. Kali gets way too close to the tower, so I can be too harassed, that's fine. Oh, we actually locked Kali down, so we level up. Because that's the part that get killed. And I actually would have lived if Lee Sin didn't flash ult me, but alas, that means you can't use it anywhere else, so Graves is now happily running around picking up kills left, right and centre. It's fine. And Thresh manages to land a pretty nice grab and nets Graves another kill, and that's 3 for me, which I'm honestly okay with. So yeah, given the technical difficulties, we'll start from here. So this is basically a free Drake, and Shaco demonstrating his pro as heck, non-existent smite, and this will come back to haunt us later. But I'm sort of aware there's going to be a bit of an overlap with somewhere, but I forgot to point out on the previous one anyway. So blah blah blah. Let's zip through this as quickly as we can. So I've been through this, it's a fight that we didn't really want, but now there actually is a fight, and is there a fight? There should be a fight pretty soon. Shaco snuffs it, nothing of value was lost. We find a cottage. And in this instance, right, Ezreal is busy trying to hit me all the time, and in the meantime, no one goes on Graves, right? Everyone ignores Graves, and he is free to deal damage, and so we win the fight. Right, we kill 3 of them, and I die. So that's where we got to. I am perfectly happy with that trade. It's I have no idea what nidalee's build is meant to be. Is she going to be the Haunting Guys next? I don't know. Yeah, she did. They probably go for Leandries. Right. So in this instance, I've decided we are going to go for Protect the Carry build because of how far ahead Graves is. And I'm also then aware of, I only get zombies, but beyond that, I'm probably going to go for the Leandri's Rylai's build. Because, like, Lee Sin's building health, right, Akali's building health, and inevitably Nidalee's going to probably bounce in as well. It's just probably the better idea to go for the utility health burn option. So I assume we can catch anybody, and I almost catch them, not quite. So I'm now sticking around Graves and trying to defend it as best I can, but it would appear the answer is I can't because I'm sort of out of mana. But I managed to get Lee Sin off him in that fight, which was fine. So I kill Akali, and meanwhile over here we're trying to see what we can do. But Nasus is still alive, and being the boss he is, managed to kill that. I took a mana potion in order to do something, but it's like Shaker dies. And Blitzcrank just stays here because he knows it's completely stuffed. And because the kill will be better on Nasus, then I'm just going to kill to him. Like, I don't really care. Like, he would have queued him, but took a while to kill him because both of us are out of mana. So yeah, pretty anticlimactic ending to that. So Drake's up, but quite frankly, because I'm out of mana, I'm pretty much useless if I go there. And the other thing was, since Drake's up, they're probably more likely to go there, so I have a free blue anyway. It was... Just remember how Shaco comes in here, like he manages to get the dragon, right, when there's no one there to actually counter-smite it. But then really awkward things happen. I'm still trying to get a blue, so I have no idea why the hell there's a fight here. Nasus actually teleported in and is now trying to take everybody with his face. And I pretty much actually gets away with it and kills Akali, which is like props to him. But now the three people chasing Graves, and almost dies to Ez actually. But Nidalee overstays her welcome, so I kill her, and I am basically just running away. Didn't matter if I got grabbed, but I would have flashed that. So Graves manages to flash out before Nidalee landed on his face, which was fine. So I now have Zhonya's, and I'm actually back on time, really. And I also buy a pink ward because A, warding's everybody's job, and I don't really trust anybody else to put a pink ward down in time. Sometimes you'll find supports who just genuinely forget, and the other thing is that supports are made of dull, as I've stated. So Nidalee has gone for this. Oh, Nasus died. Oh well. Now sitting on 8 deaths, but yeah. So we find Blitz and we kill him, but then nail him down. I turn to a golden rock because I get smacked in the face by Nidalee. But I see I then saw Ez turn up for the fight, so I went and dealt with that. Right, before I got so rudely interrupted by LOL replay crashing on again. So I managed to catch Blitz out, we kill him, right, I'm getting wailed on, Nidalee's about to land a spear in my face, so I have to block this and flash out and he kills me. The thing was then Ez flashes in, so I unload on him, because no matter what the hell happened, I thought he'd die anyway, right. Unfortunately, Shaco then comes and takes the kill. That was not planned. It would have been fine if I managed to kill Ez, and like died for it, but the point was I died and Shaco got the kill. That was not meant to happen, but on the other hand Graves is taking names, so... Oh, of course, Graves comes to take names, and Akali takes even more. So she comes in, cleans up, takes out Thresh, jumps out of the smoke screen so you can get vision, and Graves is completely burned. So actually Shaco lived, I died for nothing, and I'm not overly happy with that at all. Like, at the very least, like, it's okay, Shaco's not getting kills, but quite frankly at this stage of the game we're better off if we just let us kill everything, just here randomly split, push another 4v5, we're probably better that way, because at least Nasus and I can make up a big player between the two of us, I guess. Or more to the point, Graves, or I can protect Graves better and he can carry me, but I don't know.
Rampage.
Oh, Akali found Graves, and it's finally managed to land the grab, and Thresh died as well. Akali gets another kill, and I do not want to stay here. There's no way I can save this turret from these two people. And Ez is busy pushing down top, so I decide that, and like, there's now no way Shay's going to stay here either, and I'm not staying against two people with a half HP tower. There's no freaking point. Nasus is busy AFK pushing top because no one can deal with him, so I decide to leave and approach from an angle where Ez can't see me and hopefully nail him because he's just busy AFK time. And he doesn't react in time, so I open up in his face and kill him. Goodbye. So I managed to kill the ADC and therefore at least eliminate one threat. Then I go back down again and try to do something because at the moment Nasus is taking names and they forced the card to go back. And in that, so we're going here, take 3. I have just finished killing Ez. We find Blitzcrank. I try and nail him, but he gets feared out in the Nevermove circle, but it's fine, so we kill him anyway. But yeah, what else did I say? Like, as much as he is a troll, he's still vaguely support-ish. Like, technically they have more walls than we do right now. But now Akali's trying to find Nasus, who's actually out of mana, and also I think popped Ghost a bit too early, so he's like wasted most of it. But he's taking a long time. Akali's taking a very long time to actually take care of Nasus. And actually, 10 HP, unlucky for her, I guess, but she's really determined to try and kill Nasus, but she overextended way too much. So we managed to kill her. Then the call goes to do Baron, but I'm gonna see if I can find what the hell Shaco did. Right, Shaco smote a bloody cannon creep when Baron was up. Baron was up, Drake was up, and he goes and smites bloody Baron, a small creep. It's just, meh? Why? Like, there was nothing here that was threatening him. It was not as if like he was trying to spite someone else trying to steal his jungle. He could have taken his sweet ass time and killed it. He just wanted to do it faster, and this cost us our Baron because I made the call to do this. We had just killed Akali, their biggest threat, and that meant Graves was pretty much safe. And he tells at this point that he doesn't have smite. And I'm trying to kill the ward so Lee Sin can't come and get it, but he realizes my plan and he smites it. And then Jacob wants to like blame on us saying he hasn't got smite, and except I made the call thinking that there's no way anyone is that dumb that when Baron or just these Baron's up Drakes, why would you smite a minion when there's no reason to? And we're basically like Graves is now busy flaming him, saying that where the fuck did you buy your account from and how much did it cost? Because this I mean, okay, like we sort of did still come out ahead and all the important people lived, but that was a Baron that we did not need to lose, and it was immensely irritating, to say the least. First manages to grab Akali, but unfortunately we have to lose. I put a pink ward down, and by the time we get there, was it my pick? Yes it was, we were out, and now I'm still trying to save Graves, but there's more, we can't really deal with this. I then tell Graves to get the hell out of the way, but he's lucky that the Queen was there. So now I'm trying to save Nasus, and I take this because there's no... I want to get out of here, and there's no way that Nasus is going to live, so screw you, I'm out. And now I'm trying to stay in a position where nidalee can't just spear Thresh, so... But it's okay, because now she overextends hideously, and I kill her for it. Or I try to, but I fail. So Graves dies, I die, and it's not good. Shaco has gone to do Drake, so resolve? I don't know. I thought like if they did this pop, like they won't be able to win off it. I think. Or no, I thought they would be able to win off this right now, and we had just screwed up really badly. Because what are these two going to do? But the point was, Nasus comes back, and yeah, if Nasus manages to get up and they screw it up, then he will give everyone. So now Nasus is up with Home Guard, and he goes over, finds Kali, smashes her in the face, that kills one. Now has to try and kill Ez, who are now trying to expect the turret. Faces says screw you and smacks him over the head as well. Slows down Lee Sin, who's also trying to expect the turret. Now Graves is up, so he can't get the snipe off the turret. And Nidalee realizes, god damn it, I need to get the fuck out of here. So they tried to end, but they were busy chasing Thresh. I don't know, they might have get it with a really tight thing, but we are still in the game, and Nasus got a triple kill. It's, Raid boss Nasus is slowly starting to take shape. So we're trying to push us back as fast as we can, although sort of realizing that it's probably not going to work, they're all going to be up already. Nidalee then takes care of my pink ward, gets 25 gold, and I'm looking for see if they have blue buff, they don't. And, like, I'm wondering why Shaco is still trying to fight Graves with the CS, when Graves is busy carrying his ass and all he's doing is hamstringing us for it. So obviously Shaco, being Shaco, trying to be sort of relevant, has gone for the typical, I don't know, I call it slightly typical, of just Warmongs and Blade of the Ruined King, which is meh. At least is a vague threat now, I guess, but props to this Thresh for actually landing in his Q, but we find Nidalee here, but I roll in and use Laserbird to secure the kill, because I honestly cannot be bothered with Shaco getting it, so hey. So now we're back to 4v5, and we're like sort of worried that if we push mid, someone might go and ninja the Nexus. Although I really do like this. Actually, noticed that we had really good ward coverage, and all of they had no way of actually bypassing this, like I call it our line, without us noticing and recalling in time. Because none of them had teleport. Because if they did teleport, they would just teleport to this and then just smack the turret. God damn it, smack the Nexus. So now we're back to pushing mid, and I now have Leandri's up, and I'm going to be getting Rylai's next. And I also sort of realised that it's actually quite a beefy build, because with Rylai's and Leandri's, you wind up with something like 3.4k health, which is in the region of 1,000 less than my other build. And it sort of makes up for your lack of regeneration whilst you still do damage. It just seems to take 2 items to actually be as effective as it should be, as we're just straight out death count, which does everything. And during all of that, I completely missed the beginning of the fight. So, fight begins. I am going to be peeling for Graves, so I say next turn, let's go to Kali, just keep jumping at her. And I open up on Kali, she dies. I'm pretty much just interposing myself between and then going for targets of priority. So after that, I take on them. I then zone out these 2 people, and I'm pretty sure I end up killing Nidalee, and I might kill the other one as well, if I do this correctly. Yeah, I kill the other one as well. So that was just the priorities of who I could kill. Was I needed to save Graves, who I saved, and then I just dealt target of opportunity, which was Ezra and Nidalee, who were just nicely lined up for me both to deal with. So Zhonya's to dodge a great deal of damage, lots of damage to them. Oh god damn it, I'll go through that again. So let's start from here and go through that fight again. God damn it, lack of professionalism will win. So from what I've seen, right, Nasus will go straight, basically be raid boss, everyone trying to focus on, he's in the middle of the fight. I am wary, right, that no one is going to peel for Graves, so I'm sticking around it and trying to eliminate Akali as quickly as I can. I managed to do so, and then I can focus my attention elsewhere. I haven't used Raven form yet because I just don't need, I'm not in the middle, I'm not in the greatest cluster of them, so I don't see a reason to. So now that that's dealt with, I then go back in and shoo off all these people. So now I see the priority targets of Nidalee and Ezra right next to me, so I deal with them next. So that's that. I use Zhonya's because I'm getting low, I then flash Q Nidalee, and then I E Ezreal, and then just continue waiting in his face. It's fine. So after I secured our AD carry, I then go after theirs because their AD carry is simply just so much weaker than ours, it makes more sense to go out to protect ours first. And then once that prime objective is dealt with, then I could deal with the rest of them. Except, we wonder what damage we can do, except I'm out of mana, so I don't really want to stay here any longer, and we don't want to die. So I go do this as much as I can, just like steal the blue buffs, I'm happy with that. Then we just go back and regroup. Because we are aware, right, that because our Nexus is exposed, and we just took out their inhib, like pretty much whoever wins the next team fight will win, is generally the feeling of it. Except, like, they just bought a crap ton of pink balls. I have no idea what this blitz build is. It's sort of tanky. He can still grab people now, win the game, can win games, but it's just I have no idea. So I am now sitting on 3.4k HP with Leandri's Rylai's and therefore shitting out damage and just being a nuisance with high utility. Faker dies, so it's now already 4v5 and Baron is pretty much free for them. I'm sorry, who was the bigger troll again? I don't know. Like, there's troll and there's just generally bad. And in this case, we have to surrender this, I think. Because there's just nothing we can do. Nothing at all. So I made the decision that I need to get this blue. It's better on me than somebody else, and I really do need it, because if without blue, then there's definitely no chance in hell I'm going to be of any influence whatsoever in this game. So yeah, it's now 40 minutes, and I still don't have level 2 boots, because I've been through this a million times, and anyone bothered to read the guide that I wrote. It's actually in the description, the link to it. Is that the 750 to 850 you require to upgrade level 2 boots, I honestly feel is far better put somewhere else, like complete Rylai's, go towards your Chalice, or complete a big item. It's just Swain needs that far more than, say, extra magic penetration or movement speed. I don't understand. Like, I put my reasoning forward, I'm sticking with it, it works for me, and if you don't like it, then I don't know, give it a bag of dicks, I guess. Like, honestly, why bother flaming me?
Blue team has slain the dragon.
I know what I'm doing, I choose to stick with it, I've given you a reasoning, and if you don't like that, then I can't help you. It's a bit like when some people buy Blade of the Ruin King on Graves. It's a bit like saying, okay, Graves has like huge amounts of, like if you buy Blade of the Ruin King as opposed to Bloodthirster, it doesn't synergize with his Razor so much, but hey, if the AD carrying person feels more comfortable with Blade of the Ruin King, then who are you to really say anything? If it works for him, then it works for him. Like, really, are you, say we lost this, are you going to blame the fact that we lost this on the fact that I don't have level 2 boots at like 40 minutes, or are you going to blame the Shaker? Like, case in point. So, now that my main build is sort of complete, then I push level 2 boots at this point that I sort of feel that it's the more efficient use of my money to put it there. I've been through this before, right? If I bought Sorcerer's Shoes faster, then I would do more damage, but who the hell cares? Could probably just melt in the team fight, or solo my Zonya's too much. Honestly, I would much rather... this did not go well, whatsoever. This did not go well at all. Thresh got caught and instantly blown up. Nasus got dragged over the side, so it was really 5 versus 1. 5 versus 1, and then there's 3 of us over here. We're in the wrong position. Now we are in a bit of a rut. So throughout all this, I'm trying to stand next to Grave, and I'm still trying to kill Akali, which I managed to do. And I was trying to be a general tar pit for Graves' benefit, but apologies for the change from spectator to first person again. I think this might be why the replay screwed up. The very end of the last 3 minutes of the spectator replay just didn't seem to exist, and so it just forcibly crashed me out. So this is where I got up to on the other one about. Thresh gets chunked, and gets chunk half HP on Nidalee Sphere, and Akali just finishes the job. So, like, okay, managed to get his ult off, so there's this nice field. So if they wanted to engage, they couldn't. But then Nasus gets dragged in, and it's now like 4 versus 1, and then this does 3. And like, okay, managed to get a pink down wall as well. So I'm basically here to try and stop them launching onto Graves. So I see Akali is now jumping onto them, so I open up on her first, and we managed to give Akali, but now we're also in a bad spot that Nasus is down. Right, Nasus is down, I have nobody else to help me peel for Graves, and I can't do this by myself. Ez is still up, no one's pressuring him. Shaco is useless still, and it honestly doesn't matter. I can't stop this, right? No matter how much I try, I cannot stop this. So I try opening up on Ez, but if anything, I probably should have opened up on Lee. But I thought Ez being the squishiest target, it might have been the best idea if I could possibly kill him. If I had EQ'd him, it might have been a different story. He probably would have died. Yeah, okay, I made a mistake. I should have EQ'd him instead of EWing, but he actually arcane shifted out of my mouse, believe it or not. So yeah, we thought we're kind of screwed there, because look at our countdown timers. The only person like up is Shaco, and our person who can actually stop anything was Nasus is down, except he actually manages to kill Ezreal and manages to keep Lee Sin busy. So we thought, hey, we're still in this game. What the fuck? Because bear in mind they also did a Baron buff. And look at all these corpses. Oh well. So Shaco is keeping Lee Sin busy, so Lee Sin has no way of actually hitting this without drawing the eye. There's no way he can do it before we're all up again. But he's now trying to regen off creeps and realize he's screwed, so he gets the hell out of here. So Nasus is up, and we realize we're still in this game. Oh, and for anyone who missed the like massive QQ, it was here it is. There, like read chat before, like yeah, yeah, your usual flaming stuff. Nothing overly major. I'm gonna miss the fight, aren't I? No, I just got poked by a spear. It's fine. I am still standing very much next to Graves. So Carly comes in, we manage to nail her, and I give her, punish her heavily for it, and we're basically protecting Graves as much as we can. So I'm just sticking with Sin now, and I see Ez on low, so I just tag him and kill him as well, and that's GG. Basically, let's play protect Graves, and once Graves secured, go after them. It's just a different way of playing, or just the way I played this game, and it seemed to work pretty well for us, even with this completely utterly useless Shaco. It's just like we won, we carried him, and surprise, surprise, when I was casting this, he was back to 0 league points. But he can't drop out of that 5, so. Once again, I sincerely apologize for how like patched this video is going to be, and you can see my pro as hell editing skills. No. So yeah. GG and have fun.
Don't die yet. That was only a warning shot.
Victory!
Would you fucking hurry up?